venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to 1st. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down. This is West. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
He's to the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from. To now be set up first. A first trip to the red zone for KC inside the 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's West. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And an alley to run. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
We go. You see it? You see it? Hey, gotta go.
Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
No. Check. Patriot. Check. Leopard.
Now a look at the backup Daniel. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 55 yards. And the Bears are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in play.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it with West. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Move. Stop! 180! Check 26. Hey, gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Move. Stop! 180! Gotta go.
On 3rd down, it's Cohen. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First half, we now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Spinning past him. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. Room here to run. And they work this well up there at 22.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
On first down, they run with Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Sit up! 180! Blue, blue. Gotta go!
This is Howard on second down. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Blue, blue. Sit up! 180! Hey, gotta go!
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Blue, blue, blue. Blue, blue, blue. Sit up! 180! Red, red, up! Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike is 59.
They run, this is Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Red, red, up! Sit up! 180! Blue, blue, blue. Blue, blue, blue. Red, red, up! Red, red, up! Hey, 18. Red! Go!
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He got 29 yards that time.
We're go!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
We go. You see it? Red, up!
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Hey, gotta go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Trubisky to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
You see it?
Now it's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They begin here with a run by West. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, and even 40 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at a play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes to throw on second down. Caught left side, Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
I can remember a game here in Chicago a few years back. It was so blustery that Robbie Gould tried a field goal and just about kicked it out of bounds. Once that wind starts coming in off Lake Michigan, it can cause havoc in the kicking game.
Gotta go, gotta go!
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
180! Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
We go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Again, it's Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now here comes the third of their timeout. Be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And Parkey's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at the 33-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Back to throw. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Conley's got it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Mahomes to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Mahomes. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes steps away to it, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I thought
defensive side.